In this video, I'm going to show you how you can ghost ping in a Discord server, and because I'm a little on the side of righteousness, I am also going to show you how to block it. Like if someone comes to do it on your server, then you have a tool to block them from doing so. So I'm going to show you how it's done and also how to fix it. So as you can see, there's this message from this other user that's not me, and I have the yellow tint, meaning that I was pinged in that message, but there's no @ sign with my name or the everyone or anything else. So let me show you. If I go on the message, this is the user, as you can see. If I go on the message and I hit edit, this is the whole thing that shows up. Basically, I just copy this thing and let me go to the other user. I'm gonna paste it. This is heavy, so it's gonna be a little bit slow. What's the name? User. Yup, whatever. So I can actually just take these users, let me delete this whole thing. I can just tag them, but sometimes it works, but sometimes when it comes up with this little exclamation mark, which you should probably just delete. And if I send this message, you see, I don't get the yellow tint because I was not pinged. But if I go to the other user, the user is gonna have that yellow tint because he was actually pinged. It comes up with this bar right here. I haven't found a way to get rid of it. So that's how you can ghost ping, which is extremely annoying and that you should never do. Now, let's go ahead and find a way to block it. So I'm going to invite the YAGPDB bot, which is one of my favorite bots because it's so good. YAGPDB, and let's go ahead and go here. I'm going to control panel, and I need to invite the bot. Let's choose my server. I already logged in there. So I'm gonna click continue, administrator, authorize, good. I'm a human. All right, so now that I'm in the YAGPDB dashboard, you need to select your server up there just to make sure. And now that we are here, let's go ahead and check the bot is invited, good. So now let's go ahead and find a way to block it. We're gonna go to Tools and Utilities and then Auto Moderator V2. We're going to make a list. How we're gonna call this list?
Block ghost fingers.
So we're gonna create a list, and here we're going to paste all those bars thing. That's the way we're gonna block it. So I'm gonna copy from the first bar all to the last, or from the last to the first, whatever. The same thing, gonna click copy, and I'm going to paste all these bars right here in this list. I'm gonna save it, and now I have a list with those symbols. Now I'm going to create a new rule set here. Create new rule set. I'm gonna call it mute ghost fingers. I did this earlier. There you go. Create rule set. Now the rule set will show up here at the top. So I'm gonna click this tab, mute ghost fingers. And I'm gonna create a rule. I can do the same thing. We just call it, mute ghost fingers, the same thing. Create rule, create. Now with the rule created, let's go ahead and scroll down right here. And in this part, we're going to do the following. In order for this rule to take effect, it needs to have a trigger. A trigger is what needs to happen in order for this to work. Like if you insult me, I punch you. Like the trigger is the insult. You insult me, the effect is I punch you, right? So basically, let's go ahead and create a trigger, which is going to be when a word from the blacklisted word is sent in the chat. So it's word blacklist. We're gonna select this one. And then automatically, since it's the only list that I have created for this server, is gonna show up here, right? So block ghost fingers, that's the list that we created earlier. That includes all the bars and all the things, right? Now for the effect, as you know, with the example earlier, you insult me, I punch you, the effect is I punch you. So now what do we want to happen? Well, that depends on what you want. So I can either select to delete the message, like if they send it, then I want the bot to delete that message. I can also give this person a role. Let's see, for example, let's go ahead and create a role. I'm gonna go to server settings and roles and create role and call it ghost pingers, right? You try to post. I'm gonna give it the poop color because it's an amazing color. And save changes, right? So we have a role called Ghost Pingers, and let's go ahead and select what we need to. Refresh the page. I'm going to actually delete this rule set so that I can change it. Save, refresh, and now we're going to have a list of the roles. So give role and Ghost Pingers right here. Now, if you leave this empty, you're going to get an error. So if you want the role to stay permanently for that user, then you press the 0 as the text says right here. We're going to click save. And now, if someone tries to ghost ping someone, they're going to get this role. Now, the reason why I'm choosing to give a role is that it doesn't matter if the bot deletes the message, because the bot deletes the message after the message is sent. So if they are ghost pinging, then it's after the ping has happened that the bot is going to delete the message, right? So it's kind of like useless. So the most you can do is just to mute the person and, don't have them in your Discord anymore. So I'm going to actually select to mute the person who tries to ghost ping. So I'm gonna go to the channel settings. I'm gonna click on plus and I'm gonna add this role on the channel. You can do it for every channel or in the whole category as well. And on the role, right, I'm going to look for send messages. Send messages. I'm gonna click the X and send and save changes. So basically, anybody who gets that role will not be able to speak in that channel, right? So now let's go ahead and test the trigger. I've already saved the changes, and let's go ahead and try to ghost ping from this user, right? I can send messages, blah, blah, blah. I'm gonna paste the bars thing, and at the beginning, I'm gonna type hey, join my server. I am a read. Yeah, and I'm gonna do everyone, right? So we have the everyone there, and let's send this message. All right, so I was given the ghost ping role, and now I cannot speak in the channel anymore because I muted the person who used this. Now, this has a flaw, and the reason why I'm showing you also the flaw is that, this is not a perfect system. I'm gonna remove myself the role, and now let's try it again. This is what happens if you try to paste it, right? Let's do the everyone tag, everyone, right? And you add the message at the beginning, sub message. Here's the thing, if you do not include a space right there, like if you put the message and then you don't include a space between the word and all the lines, the bot is not going to recognize, because the bot is actually blocking all the lines, but as long as it is a single word. If it doesn't have any spaces, the bot is going to read this whole thing as one single word and it's not going to actually recognize it. So I can send it without a space, and then it's not going to actually delete the message or give me the role, So that's a flaw that it needs working. The reason why I'm showing you is for you to actually complain to Discord and make sure that they take action into this. So, we're all about making this the best platform it could be. It's already an amazing platform. So we should just report this to Discord so that they can fix it on their end. I'm going to leave the link to both the Discord feedback thing so that you guys can report it so that people cannot use it, and also the links to the bot and all of that. So I hope you found this video helpful, and if you did, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel. Have a wonderful rest of the day, my friends, and stay safe out there.